Assassin's Creed Mirage, the series' highly awaited return to the stealth-focused gameplay that built the franchise. I've been a huge fan of Assassin's Creed for quite some time now. The first installment I played at launch was Black Flag, and I was only 8 years old then. The best part of the games for me was being able to sneak into a building, take out my target, and escape without raising any alarms like I was never even there. When I heard that Mirage was returning to its roots, I was skeptical but excited, and I knew that there was one thing I had to do: get the Platinum Trophy. The trophy list for Mirage is very straightforward, which means getting the Platinum should be a walk in the park, or a walk in the desert. Actually, that wouldn't be easy, so I guess we'll stick with walk in the park. Since the game isn't all that complex, we won't need specific steps to take. I'll just play through the story, see what miscellaneous trophies I grab along the way, and after I'll go back and clean up anything that I missed. The game starts as Basim wakes up from a nightmare. We steal a shipping ledger for the Hidden Ones, and when we return, our friend Dervis and the master assassin Roshan are talking about an artifact that's in the wrong hands. Basim sneaks into the Winter Palace with his bestie Nihal, hoping to prove himself by taking that artifact. It's here that we get our first glimpse at the Order. These are going to be our targets throughout the main story. Things end up going a bit sideways, but Basim narrowly escapes with the artifact. The guards in the city didn't take kindly to our methods, and they got revenge on us by pulling an Anakin, if you know what I mean. Basim was clearly affected by this and blamed Nihal before running off without her. The guards chase him to the docks where he's saved by Roshan, and we get our first trophy of the game. Alright, we got our first trophy, the Master Thief of Anbar. After a time jump, Basim is being trained by the Hidden Ones. We get our sword, dagger, and after a training montage, our hidden blade. It's at this point the Hidden Ones decide that they're needed in Baghdad, but before we head out, we have one more trophy to collect. When we arrive, our first order of business is to break the rebel leader Ali out of prison. When I was gearing up for this, I applied a dye to my outfit and got the Fashion Statement trophy. Basim kills the jailer, frees Ali, and on their way out, they grab a clue from the guards' quarters that'll lead them to the First Order member Al Ghul. This mission also got us the max notoriety level, and we removed it by only tearing down wanted posters.
Poor Lady Ali has gone and regrouped with the rebels.
Now that we know Al Ghul's whereabouts, we travel to his soap factory. I'd bet anything they got a fighting organization going on in there. We sneak into the factory, lure out Al Ghul, and get to our vantage point before performing a little something I like to call overkill. This kind of reminds me of something that happened when I was playing Assassin's Creed Rogue when I was 10.
Playing Assassin's Creed Rogue and free roam, and I just hung 6 people, 2 guards, 4 civilians, and I'm really wanted right now.
They also brought back the thing where you talk to the person you just brutally murdered, so I guess that's pretty cool. And at this point we were just one quick conversation away from our next trophy.
If that was indeed Nihal, I have not a clue where she went.
After taking down the First Order member, I grabbed 3 trophies back to back. First was the Shadow and the Flame for defeating a Shakaria in combat, Potion Collector for obtaining 10 total elixirs, and Silencer for knocking this guy's horn out of his hand. Next we had to search for our friend Ahmad. While we're looking, we found 2 individuals who work with the Order but aren't quite cool enough to have masks. First is Dr. Hassan, and I guess you could say we got the drop on him. And next is Zara the Corrupt Scholar, and I guess you could say we got the drop on. When we were looking for Zara, we looted a sleeping guard and got the trophy, You Snooze, You Lose. Now, our search is for the Second Order member, Al-Rabisu. Basim suspects that Al-Rabisu is a man named Fazl who we met earlier on. We do some searching and get the Treasure Seeker trophy for opening a token chest. Basim's suspicion is confirmed, and just before we can make our move, Fazl is warned and goes into hiding. Basim sneaks into the basement to find Fazl is using prisoners as test subjects for the Order's device called the Great Work. We steal some ropes from a dead guy and pretend to be a patient so we can get closer to Fazl and take him out, which earns us our next trophy, the Blood of a Demon. With 2 of the 5 Order members taken down, we head to Kark. Master Rasp tells us there's a much higher level of corruption there than usual, and we gotta handle that.
Covered a district tainted by corruption, stronger than usual.
We escort a group of merchants into the city and get ambushed about halfway there. One of the idiots who tried to kill the main character of the game was carrying a note signed by some dude named Al Anka. It turns out he's the tax collector who's been ordering all the attacks on foreign merchants, basically a corrupt version of the IRS. We pay him a quick visit at his mansion like one of those doctors that comes to your house, except we just killed them. Now Basim needs to get into the grand auction, which is just like 20 people buying shiny things. We have to go because the third order member known as the treasurer will be attending. An old friend Kong promises to get us in if we deal with a problem that's been screwing up his trade routes and products. We do, and he gets us access to the auction. We pretend to be a merchant and I spend my hard-earned dirhams winning the bid on the hairpin the treasurer wanted. In the process of trying to meet with her, I assassinated my 10th guard from a hiding spot and got the surprise trophy. We go to meet with her to show it off and make her feel bad, and for some reason she dismisses her security, which made it like way easier for me to kill her. Now, that rebel leader guy from earlier needs our help solving a problem in his village. It turns out that some servants have been going missing. We tail an informant and get information on a man known as the Rebel Hunter. How long did it take you to come up with that one, Ubisoft? And the other lead has us investigate the disappearance of a widow's son. Crazy coincidence. The son is at the Rebel Hunter's farm. Who would have thought? We rescue the widow's son and the other workers, and between those two rescues, I got the Headhunter trophy in a fashion that made me say, yo, that was sick. We kill the Rebel Hunter, and the clue on his body leads us to an officer's club. Lamest club I've ever seen. There was just two dudes there drinking tea. One is just sore and the other is Nadir, but they go into hiding after they hear about what just happened to their friend. Now we have to find someone called Al Mardiquar. We start by infiltrating Jasur's quarters and taking him out. Then we proceed to Admiral Nadir's camp to deal with him. We narrow Al Mardiquar's identity down to a man named Wasif, who's hiding at the Great Garrison. We sneak in with the help of an inside man, because somehow we have one of those, and then we stand by and watch our friend Beshi get killed by Wasif. I guess it was due time for us to lose a side character or something. We free the rebels and a battle ensues between them and the guards. We use this distraction to eliminate Wasif and get our revenge, taking out the last member of the order before the leader. This would also be a good time to mention that every time Basim eliminates a target from the order, he sees a Jinni. This is the same thing that's been causing his nightmares like we saw at the beginning of the game. We watch the same cutscene from the beginning of the game, and Nihao urges Basim not to kill the leader of the order, but instead have them explain what's going on with him. He insists that the leader needs to die because they've already come this far. Roshan hits us with a girl power moment.
I wait for no man.
And she sends us to investigate the top 3 suspects in the Round City. The first 2 are the poet Arib and Governor Muhammad. We investigate both suspects and they're both up to their own things, but neither are the head of the order. That leaves us with our third and final suspect, Kabiha. We met this lady not too long ago at that auction, and she's the wife of the Caliph who we killed in the first mission. We find a dude who's naked on the roof for some reason and steal his clothes, which actually gets us a trophy. And then before sneaking into the harem, I interacted with a random prompt on the ground and got the Riddle Me This trophy for solving an enigma. We finally get into the building and are caught trying to break into Kabiha's office. The girl that caught us is named Makira. We run some errands for her and she just gives us the key to the office. We complete our investigation and find out that we helped her poison one of the other girls for seemingly no reason at all. It turns out Makira is crazy and she's defending Kabiha's honor in her absence. Even after seeing all this, Basim just leaves and this girl does not make another appearance in the game. Now before we get into the final act of the game, I'll quickly run through some miscellaneous trophies I collected to this point but didn't mention yet. I assassinated 10 guards in a row without triggering open combat, completed my first Tale of Baghdad, pickpocketed my 50th person, put 10 guards to sleep with blow darts, and had 10 guards trigger traps. With all those covered, we meet up with Roshan for one final debrief. At first she tries to steal our thunder, but we convince her to let us take out Kabiha. We find out Nihal was spying on our conversation and told us to meet her when we've completed our duty. Before we head into the palace, we reach the rank of master and get the trophy Serving the Light. We sneak into the palace and find Abu Abdallah, the son of Kabiha and again the guy we killed in the first quest. He tells us his mother is in the secret underground room of the library. We solve the puzzle with some books and enter the chamber to find Kabiha waiting for us. Before we can kill her, she tells Basim that he's something more than man, that he sees and knows more. all things that we obviously already know. But then she says there's knowledge under the temple in Alamut that he is heir to. At this point, Roshan randomly teleports into the room and kills Kabiha before she can explain anything else. Basim questions Roshan, but she tells him there's nothing for him under the temple, and if he follows Kabiha's path, then she will kill Basim herself. Right here we pick up the head of the snake trophy because the leader of the order has been killed. Basim disobeys his master and chooses to seek the truth. He meets with Nihal and the two leave for Alamut. After a long trek, they're ambushed while drinking from a stream, and Basim is rescued by Nur. When he wakes up, Nur tells Basim that it was only him at the stream, and he concludes that Nihal got away alive. We head into camp to save the other hidden ones. We convince Rayhan to let us under the temple, and after clearing the area of intruders, Roshan shows up. The only way to damage her at first is to throw a knife at her shoulder, but after that we absolutely destroy her. Nihal reappears here and shows Basim how to cut his hand, which lets us through the door. Once we get inside, we find a device. Inside of said device is Nihal. Let me just explain this to you real quick if you have no idea what's happening right now. The artifact at the beginning of the game shows one guy getting beat up by another guy. In reality, it's Loki being tortured by Odin. From Assassin's Creed Valhalla, we know that Loki is Basim and Odin is Eivor. At the end of Assassin's Creed Mirage, Basim vows to get revenge on his torturers. This is Loki speaking. No, not that Loki, this Loki. Which is why in Valhalla, Basim tries to kill Eivor because Eivor is Odin and Odin tortured Loki, which is Basim. Drop a like if that made you more confused. So yeah, Nihal was never real. Basim defeated the Jinni, and even Enkidu didn't like the Loki part of him. Anyway, we get a trophy for beating the game. Right after I finished the game, I tried to knock out as many miscellaneous trophies as I could before passing out, since it was 4 AM. I managed to get 4. First was Street Cleaner for hiding 5 bodies in bales of hay. Second was Dawn and Dusk for using benches to pass time 5 times. Third was Eagle's Will for surviving open combat for 10 minutes. This process consisted of me parrying the same enemy for the entire 10 minutes until the trophy popped. And fourth was Spread the News for using the Munadi's services 3 times. To properly start off the second step, I decided to go live for the miscellaneous trophies and not let myself end the stream until I was done. This stream is going to be me getting the platinum trophy for Assassin's Creed Mirage, and I'm currently at 29 out of 51. I will not be ending this stream until I see the words pop up in the top right, Master of His Fate, which is the platinum trophy for Assassin's Creed Mirage. The first trophy I decided to go for was Notorious for staying at maximum notoriety for 10 minutes. This was similar to the Surviving Combat trophy in the sense that I just used the same enemy the entire time. While I was going for this, I also unlocked the Eagle's Eye trophy for killing 75 guards with throwing knives. Next, I got Hoarder for saving 2007 coins. 2007 because that's the year the first Assassin's Creed game was released. Then I got Cutting Edge for fully upgrading a weapon, Bird of Prey for tagging 100 guards with Enkidu, Attention Seeker and Up in Smoke for affecting guards with noisemakers and smoke bombs, and then Thick Skin for fully upgrading an outfit. After those, I started to complete the Bureau contracts since they're the only way to get skill points after the story. After my 10th one, I got the Defender of the People trophy. Along this journey, I also hired 5 mercenaries and got Patron of Sellswords.
Lend me your blade, friend.
I took a break from the contracts and ventured out to find the rest of the viewpoints I had left, which got me the Fearless trophy. It took some time to figure out, but I managed to get Blade in the crowd for assassinating 10 guards while blending in with, well, a crowd. I also got Patron of Industry for paying 5 merchant groups, and the contract I was currently on gave me the rest of the components I needed to finally upgrade all my tools, which got me the Tools of the Trade trophy. The second most time-consuming trophy for me, surprisingly enough, was finding 5 musicians to hire. Eventually, I found the last one I needed and got Patron of the Arts. The first most time-consuming trophy for me was Gifted Escapist, which required me to collapse 20 scaffolding structures. I was running around Baghdad forever trying to find these things until legend in chat Han told me to find one, pull it down, and then let myself get killed by the guards to respawn and pull it down again. If it wasn't for Han, I'd probably still be running through the round city right now looking for scaffolding. The next task was to get the rest of the skill points I needed to unlock all skills. One of the contracts I needed to do would give me skill points for completing it, but completing it was much easier said than done. Seriously? What the hell? Dude, you... Why would I be going for that guy? Come on, Assassin's Creed. Why would I be going for that guy? Out of all people. I'm going for the guy on the ground.
I will not let you get away. run to?
Kidding me? How did I get over here?
Hurry up, Basim, or they are going to ban. I lost them.
No, we started at 29 trophies, and we are currently at 40. So we've gained 11 trophies. Bro, oh my god. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? I don't really know what's going on. The guy keeps getting spooked. Like, see? We're coming up on double digits now of me just trying to tail somebody. That's it. That's all I have to do. I just have to follow him. Oh, come on. Eventually, I ended up getting it, but it was no easy task. A little later, I grabbed the 7th book for the bookkeeper, which gave us the last skill point we needed and unlocked self-improvement. Delivering that 7th book also got us the Scholar Trophy. All we had left now was to fully explore all territories, bring all 18 artifacts to Dervis, and kill 5 guards with 1 use of Assassin's Focus. This is the trophy I decided to save for last. We set out to explore all the territories, finding numerous historic sites, solving puzzles for gear chests, and helping the people of Baghdad. After 45 minutes or so, all the cleanup was complete, and after pickpocketing the last artifact for Dervis, we got the Explorer Trophy. And when we brought that artifact to him, along with the others, we got the Curio Collector Trophy. Now all I had left was to take out 5 enemies with 1 use of Assassin's Focus, and the Platinum Trophy for Assassin's Creed Mirage was mine. Let's do this, guys. We are down to our last 2 trophies. Master of His Fate, the Platinum, and kill 5 guards with 1 use of Assassin's Focus. Here we are. Our final trophy is going to be Unstoppable. Kill 5 guards with 1 use of Assassin's Focus, like I said. Activate it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go, guys. Hitting X. This press of the X button will be unlocking the Platinum Trophy for Assassin's Creed Mirage. Here we go. Unstoppable. There we go. And Master of His Fate. The Assassin's Creed Mirage Platinum Trophy unlocked, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video to the end. I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed making it. And if you guys like this kind of content, be sure to subscribe so you know where to find me. The next game on the agenda is Spider-Man 2, and at the time of uploading this video, it comes out in just 7 days, so you guys could look forward to that. I know I'm looking forward to it. But with that being said, thank you guys again for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Peace out.